Some black women are going to end up dying alone because they don't know how to be feminine, and that's their own damn fault. At some point, you have to reach the age of accountability and self-responsibility, where it's like, all right, if I was raised by a tough-ass mother, my mama told me, F these Negroes, and you get this out on your own, blah, blah, blah. At some point, if you want a man, you have to lose that mentality. A lot of mothers traumatize the hell out of their own daughters, right? But on the same token, on the flip side, a lot of women are not taking care enough to really raise their own sons. And it's not just their fault because the daddies ain't there. But if you having babies with niggas that ain't worth a damn, that's also your responsibility. It's also your fault. I give you 1 to 2 mistakes.
What Austin was referring to when he said black women and aggression.
Oh, wow. I didn't. One of the chief reasons that black men, I feel like, leave black women, especially when they get on, is because of the fact. Now, this is gonna sound up, but y'all know I'm never gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you like it is. One of the chief reasons black men leave black women is because black women are more aggressive, right? This is what they tell us. They're more aggressive. They're not as feminine. Kevin Samuels does all this talking about he wants women fit, feminine, friendly, right? The 3 Fs: fit, feminine, friendly. Are most black women aggressive? More so than their white or Asian or Hispanic counterparts? Absolutely. Whether you like it or not, you are. There's a reason for that, though. This is the part no one wants to pay attention to. I'm going to be honest. The typical reason that black women are more aggressive or more masculine, and shout out to Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams said the same thing. She acknowledged that she herself has masculine traits. I'm using her as an example here. The reason black women have to act more masculine is because the world in which they live in and operate sees them as almost just as great of a threat as black men, right? They have been conditioned by their mothers in a society that, all right, look, let's be honest. I'm going to shake the table.
Who is this Negro?
Right? This is not a knock on black women. This is not a knock on black women. The reason many black women have to act more masculine is because today's black man acts too fucking feminine for his own fucking good. Right? Now, what am I talking about? We live in a generation, and we've been living in a generation where women are forced to raise their daughters to be independent, but they have nurtured their sons into submission, and they've turned their sons, to quote a Kevin Samuels term, into grass-eating fucking lions.
All right. Go ahead, Sweeney. What are your thoughts about what Austin and Dr. Julio said?
Come back to me, man.
Why you gotta go back to you, Sweeney? I didn't know my own clip was going up on the show tonight. Oh, this is a hell of a surprise. Oh shit. I'm in my own hot seat.
Golly.
All right, go ahead, Austin. Go ahead if you want to further.
The context behind that statement is there's a lot. One of the things that I shout out to Nicole Michelle for this, always trying to tell me to remain balanced. One of the things that I think we never do in relationship conversations is to offer a balanced perspective. We know the relationship game is messed up in a lot of ways. We know this, right? I mean, but if you just read the literature, you read, I've read, not only did I read the book by Sister Shahrazad Ali, The Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman, I read The Black Woman's Guide to Understand the Black Man. I read, Is Marriage for White People? I read a lot of material, and there's a lot of things that are never really discussed in depth. Is today's woman aggressive? Yes, some black women are going to end up dying alone because they don't know how to be feminine, and that's their own damn fault. At some point, you have to reach the age of accountability and self-responsibility, where it's like, all right, if I was raised by a tough-ass mother, my mama told me, F these Negroes, and you get this out on your own, blah, blah, blah. At some point, if you want a man, you have to lose that mentality. A lot of mothers traumatize the hell out of their own daughters, right? But on the same token, on the flip side, a lot of women are not taking care enough to really raise their own sons, and it's not just their fault because the daddies ain't there. But if you having babies with niggas that ain't worth a damn, that's also your responsibility. It's also your fault. I give you 1 to 2 mistakes. You can get, in my book, you can get 2 mistakes. You can get 2 ain't shit baby daddies, and I'm gonna give you a pass. After that, come on. I mean, and that's essentially where it came from. It's more. I posted 2. I'm generous. I'm gonna give you 2 mistakes. I'm gonna give you 2 mistakes.
2 baby daddy mistakes?
2 baby daddy mistakes. Because listen, and here's why. Let me explain why. Let me explain why.
Austin, you're babbling.
The double standard does not. Hold on, watch this. Hear what I'm saying. The double standard that men enjoy, men get to have a bunch of baby mamas, nobody bats an eye. All I'm trying to do is add a smidgen more balance into the conversation.
That ain't balance. That's debauchery.
When a man sleeps with a bunch of women, he's a player. When a woman sleeps with a bunch of men, she's
right.
a
No
hoe.
shit. And a key that could open any lock is a hero, but a lock that could get opened by any key is a busted lock. Come on, man. Why are we spitting out this bullshit?
Everybody can't talk at the same time.
Hold on, Izzy. We just sat here and came down on a man talking about he want to have multiple kids with multiple women and how you can't manage a household and all of that based off of these. No. I'm not saying you said it. What I'm saying is we just me, Austin, Let Go, and a bunch of other people just sat here and spoke out, and then you're gonna sit here and say, I'll give a woman a pass if she got two baby daddies.
One at a time, y'all.
I mean, Lo, she still listen. I didn't say she was right to do the shit. I'm just telling you what reality is.
That's not even reality.
Wait, so you would marry a woman that has two baby daddies, has children by two baby daddies? You would marry her?
I'm not doing it.
So what are we exactly?
What I'm saying is, this is what I want. This is what I need y'all to understand. There is always more grace given to men than there is women. I'm introducing that and giving them that leniency for the introduction of balance in a conversation.
Well, that's not
it's
balance.
Double standards on both sides.
Why isn't it balanced? Why isn't it balanced? Tell me why that's not balanced. Tell me
a woman that has two children by two different dudes. That's not balanced in any kind of freaking way. What are you talking about?
Let me phrase the question. Is it not? We know this. We all grown adults. When men have a bunch of baby mamas, they are given less hell than a woman that has multiple baby daddies.
On what planet?
Hold on. You know why?
So explain to me from your perspective why me saying you can show women a little bit more grace than that. Why is that unbalanced? Now respond to the question.
On what planet? Go ahead.
Whoa. This is simple. One, she's a woman and he's a man. And I always bring that up. One, a man raising children and he's raising the children. That's what I'm trying to look at. And let me know if I'm wrong. The man raising two children is going to be the better parent than the woman raising the two children. So that's the first thing. Okay. So a man having kids versus a woman having kids, that's a totally different household. That's a totally different dynamic.
Baby moms. He's talking about multiple baby moms. Though. Can you
wait? He was the wait. He was the one that made this damn clip talk about how aggressive freaking black women was.
Right, I'm telling you.
Nah. Then he tried to sit there and cushion the blow by saying, "Oh well, I would give a woman a pass if she had two baby daddies." But then I said, "Yo, would you marry a woman with two?" No, I wouldn't do that. Come on, man.
Hold on, gentlemen. Take a break real quick. Let me get some of these ladies in here. Go ahead, Nas.
So I hear what Austin is trying to do in terms of the conversation, right? In terms of introducing balance. But I think, in my opinion,
can you explain it?
Hold on.
Can you explain it?
It's
how you agree with him. Explain that part.
Well, if you let her finish,
I didn't agree with him.
She didn't say she agreed with anything.
Everybody, let Nas talk.
Yeah, all I said was I understood what he was trying to accomplish. There was no agreement in that whatsoever. So let me be clear on that. In my opinion, I think that, Austin, you've tried to balance the conversation in the wrong direction, right? Instead of continuing to create leniency and behaviors that are unproductive for society and our culture and our communities, I think that the leniency should be created more so on the other end of the spectrum. I think men who have multiple baby mamas should be equally shamed as women who have multiple baby daddies, right? They're both terrible for our community. Where the leniency needs to come in is having more empathy for a level of aggressiveness. I think it was what your video was centered around.
Yes.
That having compassion for what that is and creating understanding that allows people to work together, understanding how women can bring down those walls and recreate femininity for themselves in later years, as well as men understanding that type of programming is challenging to kind of unlearn.